Hello, thank you for tuning in to Jonathan Roy. I'm Jonathan Roy, and we're in a series about discipline. And last week we discussed passion, and you can go ahead and check out that video. And this week we're going to talk about the decision and making the decision to go out there and make it happen, what it is that you're passionate about. And so what is making the decision? It's telling yourself, I can do it. That's the most important part. You need to constantly tell yourself that you can do it. And the reason that that's so important is as soon as you do that, your mind tells the body what to do. And the body just follows the mind. So when you tell yourself you can, next thing you know, your eyes and ears are going to see and hear why you can. You're going to run into other people. However, the opposite is true too. If you tell yourself you can't, or you listen to those who tell you you can't, your mind is going to tell yourself you can't. Your body is going to then support what the mind says to do. And then your eyes and ears are going to hear and see things that are going to support the reason why you can't do it. So some personal examples just to give you is the first one is, as you know, many of you know, I'm running a marathon. And it's my first, and I wasn't born and raised a runner. But it's something I always wanted to do. And when I made the decision that I'm going to do this, that I can do this, I found myself running into people that came into my path who I would talk to about it and come to find out they had run a marathon. And it had made me realize, well, if they can do it, I can do it. And then I started finding just loads of information to support the reason of why I can. Another example is back in 08, 09 when the economy went down that so many of us were affected by, and I found myself, the company I worked for went out of business, that I found myself in a predicament that I needed new work. And so I had some strict criteria though. I wasn't willing to move. I did not want to do heavy travel, but I had a certain income level that I wanted to produce. And so I went out and took action. I started applying and applying and applying and applying. But I told myself, I can find this right position. I can find it. And several months later, it took a little bit, but several months later, I found that position. And so I want to encourage you to make that decision that what you are passionate about, that you want to do, whether it was start your own business, whether it was to exercise, maybe it's to lose weight, have a better marriage, be a better mom or dad, to make that, now you know that's what you're passionate about, make that decision to say, I can do this. I can change what I need to change. I can do this and make it happen. So I want to encourage you to do that this week, and next week tune in. We're going to talk about resources and now that you're telling yourself you can, how to find the resources and how the resources will end up coming to you. Thank you so much for tuning in to Jonathan Roy. I hope I helped you. We'll see you next week.